Hey, Battle Bill here with another video, getting some more Great League Remix Go Battle League battles. In today's video, we have a featured centered around Shadow Charizard in the Great League Remix meta, right? Yes, Remix, Retro, I mix them up. First two letters are like the same, so that completely throws me off on which word is which meta. But regardless, we've been struggle busing throughout the season of Go Battle League. I was really hoping to do things better this time around. Ideally, now that summer's here, I will be able to. But I've been trying to find some teams for consistent success, even if it's a bit of a slow climb. We're just looking to get some wins, and then I'm looking to share the teams with you guys. As somebody that's a below average player by the looks of that starting eel over there, maybe some of y'all can still relate, unless you've all just reach the upper echelon and have left me far in the dust since the last time I've been on YouTube. But we have a team centered around that with Clefable lead and then regular Quagsire as the closer. Shadow, or actually no, it depends on the lead. Sorry, Shadow Charizard can also be a closer with this team comp. We kind of alternate between, and we love dropping some Shadow Blast burns because they be roasty toasty in some opposing Pokemon. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into these battles. We'll see how many of them I've already missed. As you can see, though, we got our Shadow Charizard throwing a Blast Burn, a double. Does it have a shield? Bang! There's a Roasty Toast right off the start to begin this video. You'll love to see it. What do they come back in with? They come in with the Golbat. Oh, there's a Shadow Charizard sweep. I remember this battle. Back-to-back Blasties.
Oh my god! Wow!
And we got the Charizard with the Wing Attack farm down the Whiscash on top of it. 10 out of 10 things you just love to see. Getting to the next match, we have Clefable in the lead up against Dunsparce, throwing the Mooney Bees. This team is ABA to Carbink. I don't know what your experience has been with Carbink in this meta, but around the lower elos where I've been hanging out for a good chunk of this week, I haven't been running into too many, but this team does cover it quite well because Clefable's Meteor Mash would be double super effective, and then Quaggy's got the Mud Bombs. The Clefable Dunsparce matchup's pretty neutral. They swap into Quag. We throw a Moonblast to try and give our Quag an advantage. We get the debuff, which is huge there, and then we're going to play the mirror spam and Mud Bombs back and forth. We have the shield advantage. We have the higher attack between our two muddy boys right here, and we're just going to be spamming back-to-back Mud Bombs. They're coming out. They're coming with another one here. We're going to let it come through. We're not going to shield any of these because theirs is doing less damage than ours, and then we're going to throw another one ourselves, and we're just going to keep on going in this repetitive routine.
Stop it. Get some help.
It'd be nice if we could just hurry this up and get through the rest of these Mud Bombs, but I guess this isn't one of the worst mirrors that you could run into. At the very least, we're going to keep alignment. We're going to take out their Quagsire. They come in with a Haxorus with Dragon Tail, which is quite cool and a bit of a difficult situation for us to be in because our Clefable is going to be our main answer to this, but the problem is Clefable's super low in health. Thankfully, we're able to get off a Meteor Mash. We're going to get their last shield, and then Shadow Charizard is going to be able to do enough damage with the wing attacks. They're going to get off a Breaking Swipe here. We have no choice but to use one of our two shields. The main goal whenever you put together a team with Shadow Charizard, because it's paper mache, is to make sure that you preserve it with shields. We got super greedy there. They come in with the Dunsparce. We get even more greedy. We farmed off enough to land a Blast Burn before they got to the Rock Slide. Bang, taking out the remaining health there, getting off the Dragon Claw, and this is a bit of a smaller bang just like the Blast Burn was, but it will win us this match. Charizard out here closing very well. Getting to the next match, run into a Scrafty lead. That's a great lead for us, and that's another popular mon that I've been seeing all over this meta that this team comp is ABA strong to. They swap in a Jellicent, so we throw the Moonblast because we want to either get some damage on the Jellicent for our Quagsire or get the shield like we did, and another 10% debuff like the last match would have been helpful too. We're going to have a bit of a hard time with this Jellicent safe swap, so we're going to be spamming as many Mud Bombs as we can, trying to throw on proper fast move timing because we're a 2-turn move going up against a 3-turn move. Unfortunately, because we let that Shadow Ball land, we're going to end up shielding Surfs because our health is low enough, but hopefully we're able to still spam and get the Mud Bombs off enough, and as you'll see, I'll build up to 100, probably past 100 energy. I should have done better there through my one fast move and then the Mud Bomb because you can throw in that 1-4-7 cycle when you're the 2-turn move. We end up CMPing the other Mud Bomb, which is huge, and we're able to keep alignment, which is going to be important for us, even though Shadow Charizard does counter the Scrafty. Our goal is to still keep the Clefable here because their last mon is most likely a Clefable counter, and there it is. Nidoqueen coming in with the neutral Poison Fangs, which would have been super effective against our Clefable. We're going to build all the way up to another Blast Burn. We're going for the huge bang, a little roasty toasty on the Nidoqueen, and bang! And there goes the Nidoqueen's entire health. The Scrafty comes in, and Charizard just sweeping galore. Oh, so close. Is this a pup? Let it be a pup. It is a pup, but Charizard doesn't survive regardless of the fact that it's a pup. Clefable's gonna come in, and this match is over. They're gonna throw a foul play. It's gonna do no damage to us. We could throw the Meteor Mash. We're gonna be a little toxic. We're gonna no bubble a double super effective move, see if it takes out the Scrafty's remaining health, and it does. What a match there. Getting into the next one, we have Toxapex in the lead. They save swap into Cofagrigus. We match them as fast as, well, no, we save swap Charizard. Sorry, we lost lead there. I got distracted by, you know, the Giga Chad sound. Beautiful music there. Regardless, we have our Charizard now lined up with a Clefable, and this might be play-outable. Yes, that's definitely a word. We're building up to almost 2 Blast Burns because we were able to bait that first shield. That's huge. We go for a Blasty B. Roasty Toasty, the Cofagrigus, however you pronounce it, I don't care. Toxapex comes back in, throwing a Blast Burn. Damn, Toxapex is thick. Even a Shadow Charizard resisted Blast Burn isn't doing much health to it, but we flip switch, and that's what was most important. We line up our Mudboy with the Poison type. They come with a Clefable. We keep our Clefable, a Jumpluff. We keep our Mudboy away from their grass type. We do want to protect our Clefable here, though, because we need to make sure that our Clefable is able to beat this Jumpluff or get it insanely low in health. We end up baiting, expecting them to shield the first move, but we also kind of assumed that 2 charge moves would take out, regardless of Meteor Mash or Moonblast, and it turns out with the residual Fairy Wind damage, I'm correct, even though that Meteor Mash did not do half of that Jumpluff's remaining health. We're gonna get off this Moonblast, and it's gonna get it super duper close to being taken out, but the Jumpluff can't Fairy Wind us down, so they're gonna have to throw a charge move, and now our Quagsire can be a grass counter confirmed. We're gonna throw those triple resisted mud shots because of the grass and flying typing. They then pivot, recognizing they're getting farmed down. They're throwing these brines. They tickle. Brine is such a bad move. It was needed in order to nerf Toxapex, because that thing with a good water move of Scald would be insanely deadly, since that mon is top tier as it is. We're just throwing the mud bombs right away. We're not over farming because we fully expect to be able to mud shot the Jumpluff down once it comes back in, which we are able to. Getting to the next match, we have a Clefable against a Shadow Torterra lead. So this is like an okay lead for us. We would love if it was lined up with the Charizard, but we would hate if this was lined up with the Quagsire. So we got to stay in. We got to play this out. We build to the Moonblast. We bait a Meteor Mash. Our opponent shields. We go for another Meteor Mash, hoping to stop them from getting off a move. Unfortunately, we CMP. Was hoping to survive that Sand Tomb, but it is a Shadow Torterra. They then pivot into Dunsparce. We cannot stay in this. We're going for the Blasty B, a little more roasty toasty. Will this land? Bang, it does, but it does not take the Dunsparce's full health out. So we pivot quickly into our Quagsire, and we're just going to mud shot this I said Quagsire, right? Yeah, mud shot this Dunsparce all the way down, because we know the Torterra is going to come back in and delete our Quagsire in like 3 Razor Leaves. So we're going to throw these resisted mud bombs. We don't really have much of a choice. Both mud bomb and Stone Edge are going to be resisted. Our opponent decided to shield the first one, so we said screw it, we're not going to get off 2 more mud bombs. Throw the Stone Edge. Bang, it lands, does an okay amount of damage. Charizard wing attack farms down, and we have a 2 shield to 0 shield advantage here, and Charizard is going to be able to land a Blast Burn and counter this Whiscash, regardless of our opponent trying to mud bomb us down or potentially bait us into using our shields. We land the first Blast Burn, we take them back to back. Charizard's doing his best Drake impression there, landing the Blasty B, Roasty Toasty, Whiscash, bang, out of here. Charizard countering water types, you'll love to see it. Getting to the next matchup, bad lead, Clefable on Toxapex. Gotta go in the Charizard, which really isn't a great swap because of the pure fact that Toxapex is a water type. Our opponent then matches us with an even worse mon for our Charizard to be lined up against, being Galvantula. Thankfully, though, because Galvantula is so glassy, we were able to get a shield out of them and get off 2 Dragon Claws. Our opponent does not shield the second one, but we've done a decent amount of damage to this Galvantula. We weren't able to flip switch, which is going to be super unfortunate, so we're just going to let Clefable eat all of the energy and all the damage that the Galvantula built up. and then we're going to Fairy Wind it all the way down. We don't have Psychic. This is one of those times where, you know, carrying Psychic over Moonblast could be a play on your Clefable to counter the poison types. We go into our Quagsire, though, and the opponent is staying in with their Toxapex. I wonder why. It was a weird play on their part because they have a Scrafty in the back. They shouldn't have stayed in at all. They wasted some energy too. We're going to Mud Bomb the Scrafty. Will we be able to take advantage of their mistakes? Because at this point, we've been terribly aligned and it's not looking like we're going to be in a great situation to do so. And we ended up holding on to 2 shields. So we got bad alignment. Our opponent did not play optimally, but because of how well the matchups favored them with their mons against ours, we're still going to lose. I tried to preserve the Quagsire as much as I could because of my switch timers ahead of theirs. We land the Meteor Mash. They're going to go for the jab down their Clefable. We have all these shields for their energy, but unfortunately Quagsire has no health remaining and is going to get jabbed down even though it's a ground type. Getting to the next match, we have Clefable on a Blastoise lead. We're going to throw the Mooney B. They ended up shielding it. We don't want to throw the resisted Meteor Mash because it's just not going to do enough damage to Blastoise. We ended up matching their shields. We're going to throw another Moonblast here, see how much damage it does against their Blastoise, and it does a huge chunk. Meteor Mash should be able to take out this range, but because of the fact that, you know, their Hydro Cannon's going to take us out, we only want to play the 1 shield. Now I make quite the play, fully expecting them to not have any residual energy, and I bring Shadow Charizard into a Blastoise to wing attack, farm down, and they matched us with a Roserade. So we're sitting in a great spot. We don't shield the first move, fully knowing it's a Weather Ball based on how many Bullet Seeds they threw. Charizard's looking for the sweet potential here, throws a little Dragon Claw there, takes out the Roserade. They come in with their other grass type. It's another Bullet Seed. Cherum, we're gonna Roasty Toasty it. It's going to be obliterated in 1 shot. Cherum.
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Are you running?
Getting to the next match, really bad lead with Clefable on Golbat, so we save swap. Why are we running in this one now? We go with our Charizard to match the Golbat, and they stay in, which is looking like a potential positive thing for us. But they end up matching our Charizard with a Whiscash. So this is a really weird matchup. Even with the fact they debuffed, Charizard still has a little bit of play here, but Mud Bombs are going to start adding up, and I guess they debuffed and they stayed in the way that they did in hopes that, you know, they could Mud Bomb and take us out and keep alignment. But we landed the Dragon Claw, we landed the Blast Burn, and they went for a Blizzard. I was hoping they would Mud Bomb because of the debuff, and we don't get alignment there, and it was kind of something I should have committed more to, but I didn't want to use both of my shields. That wouldn't have been a positive scenario for us. So they come back in with their Golbat, obviously being a really good matchup for them. We're going to let a Poison Fang come through onto our Clefable. We're going to eat it, throw a Meteor Mash, hope we can get a shield, and then hope that maybe Quag can take out their last Mon and land a Stone Edge on the Golbat and give us a little bit of a chance. We swap, they come in with a double, and I think double is just going to be too thick enough, too neutral of a matchup for our Quagsire to dominate. For them to end up losing this, we're not going to be able to pull out the dub. So we're just going to play this completely through. They're going to throw a Body Slam. We're trying to preserve our Quagsire because it's really our only hope in this matchup. We're throwing Mud Bombs. We're trying to time our fast moves properly with a 2-turn against their 3-turn of Double Kick. They're going for another move here. Do they go big with Payback or do they throw a Body Slam? They just go with another Body Slam. We throw one fast move, go Mud Bomb. This will either take out or get their last shield. They decide to let it take them out, and our hope would be to try and land 2 Stone Edges, but the writing's on the wall. Shout out to Home Slice Henry. This match is over. They're going to throw Shadow Ball, not even take a chance with Poison Fang, and unfortunately, we're going to lose that match. No! But on that note, let me know your thoughts were on some of the soundboard sounds in the back ear as I was trying to commentate. I'm trying to manage my best, focusing on the match, throwing a little cute stuff here and there because I don't go back and edit these. I do these in one take. But regardless, let me know your thoughts on the battles too. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you thought of the team. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.